Sometimes we've got it wrong, but it's alright. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow.
Hello, happy Sunday, and welcome to The Search. I am Dee Norell, and as promised, I'm going to try to keep these videos consistent. So, today, continuing on with an update. I guess eventually these will come more vloggy, still more informational. I don't know. Just kind of going with the flow right now. But just to update, last video I mentioned about making practical decisions. So I have recently accepted a new job. Of course, because I don't know what I want to do for my career, this job is not where I see myself being forever. However, trying to look at it at the optimistic point of things, it is a job that would put me in a good situation for when it's time to start working towards what it is that I want to do for the rest of my life. This job would be a good opportunity for me to earn good money and stack it. Even if I'm not there for a really long time, it's high earning potential here. It is a manual labor job. Absolutely nothing wrong with that if that is something that you have to do, like me. Just got done with orientation, about to transfer over into training, and we're going to be doing 9 to 10 hours a day, 7 days a week. So a little struggle with work-life balance. Not that I really have anything that I do outside of work, but perfectly fine. I'm just keeping the positive mind of this job financially can put me in a situation where once I do figure out what I want to do, or finding the tools to figure out what it is that I want to do career, it puts me in a position financially to be able to afford to do what I need to do. It's really hard for me to come to grips and come to terms that this is actually a good decision to make. I posted a Facebook post saying that sometimes it really annoys me when good advice given is actually good advice. And that's because I don't always want to do the practical thing. I want to sometimes do what makes sense to me and what may seem the easiest or more enjoyable to get to where I'm going to, but starting to understand that that doesn't always work for everybody and everybody can't do that. Like, congrats to those of you that can just figure out and do what it is that you want to do, how you want to do it. But for those of us who have to go a more practical route, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And if it is something that you need to do, I would encourage you to do it, because at the end of the day, this is going to put me, you, whoever, in a better spot making the decision to go the practical way. However, if I did have the opportunity to do things a little bit more unpractical and have the benefits of the practical way, I of course would do that. Also, I did find a website to help me try to find career counselors. It is also a website that offers all different types of therapy. It is called Psychology Today. I'll either put it on the screen, I'll definitely put it in the description box. It does allow you to find your therapist, and then you can also put in the different things like if you want it to be Hispanic or black or white, whatever it is that you prefer. It does give the options to put in exactly what type of counseling or therapy that you're looking for. Of course, in my case, I put in career counseling. Lets you choose male, female. It also allows you to choose who they work with, which I did see that a lot of them do work with the LGBT plus community, and they do put that in there. So very respectful, very helpful thing that I found that if anybody was looking for therapy and anything like that, they would be able to help. Um, I am in a situation where waiting to get insurance, and the psychologists that I have talked today, they are willing to accept insurance if you don't have it, or they can work with you with pricing if you don't have insurance. In my case, the person that I'm currently working on figuring out schedule wise when we're going to have our first appointment, she is okay with me not having insurance, and her price range from $50 to $150 per session, depending on what your financial situation is. And that leads me back to the practicality of the job that I am currently working. The job would allow me to afford that session wise until I do get insurance. So that's just another thing to, if you do have to go the practical route, look at the benefits of it, even if you're not necessarily happy that you have to take that route. And then another thing that I have started doing, which is something that I've been doing off and on for my life, is that I've started kind of journaling and writing things down, writing my feelings down. I don't know if I really want to call it journaling or like a diary, but when I start to feel like anxiety or a little bit of sadness or confusion or just need to get something off, I have started taking some time in the day to write down how I'm feeling. It does make me feel a little bit better, and I'm sure it will help me kind of gather my thoughts once I do start making that first appointment and talking to the individual, because if everything goes good with career counseling, I am 100% going to transition into also making it a therapy session as well, which I do encourage, not just because I have a sibling who is currently working on her PhD in psychology, but growing and realizing some things and issues that I have to work on to make me a better person. Not saying that I'm a damaged person or anybody's a damaged person that goes to therapy, but sometimes you just need to talk to somebody with an unbiased point of view. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. If you are for therapy or if you're not for therapy, do what you need to do. But I guess that's just an update and continuation on what's going on and the steps that I'm taking to get me to where I want to be. Looking at pros and cons of making unpractical and practical decisions, actually doing the research and starting the process to set up an appointment based on my new schedule with a individual who can do career counseling, which I do actually think the person that I'm talking to, she's also a licensed psychologist as well. But they do have just licensed counselors on there, or therapists or psychiatrists. They do have a lot of different options on there. And then just doing things on my own that I think would help, like taking the time to be by yourself in a quiet space and writing, or even if you're like playing music or meditation or just taking some you time. I do believe that is all that I have for this video. Again, that psychology today, I'm either going to put it on the screen as well, but it will definitely be down in the description box if that is a tool that you want to use. I hope that this video and future videos will be helpful to those out there who are in the same boat as me. So let's keep working on figuring out this life thing together, and see you in the next video.